Do you always pick a target? Are you mentally thinking about the point before the ball is put in play? If not, you're going to want to stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's CJ Johnson. Today we're going to talk about strategy and how to start thinking about a target or how to refine some of the things that you already do. Before we do that, I wanted to give a big shout out and a thank you to everyone who filled out the survey that I sent to you. Those answers helped me to determine what type of content and what things are most important to you. It also gave me the courage to start a live show. Beginning on October 31st, I'm going to be doing a health and wellness show to give you the information that you need so that you can not only play better pickleball, but you can live a healthier, more active life. If you want to stay in the know and get all the details, make sure you click on the link that's coming up above. Do you pick a target when you're playing pickleball? Most of us, when we started, we were just most concerned about getting the ball back into play. Well, as you get better, not only do you start picking targets, but you also start setting up the point. Learning to play pickleball is a lot like learning to play chess. The first thing you have to do is understand how the pieces moved and what they're designed to do. Once you have that basic concept, then it's time to understand the strategies and the tactics that will ultimately cause your opponent to make a mistake and for you to be there to capitalize on it and win the game. So if you haven't been picking out a target, we're going to start with the first two shots, the serve and the return. How to get a target and how to set up the point. My friend Charlie is a righty and Jim is a lefty, and we're playing a little 2-on-1 full court while we wait for a fourth person to arrive. The target for my return is the center of the court towards Charlie's backhand. That does a few things for me. By keeping the ball in the middle of the court, I get to play to both of their backhands since Charlie is a righty and Jim is a lefty. And for most people, that's their weaker shot. The other thing that it does is because the ball is in the center of the court, it makes it more difficult for them to create a passing shot to my left or to my right since I have to cover the whole court. Once they've hit the third shot, my plan is to keep the ball in the center of the court and either cause a miscommunication between the two of them because they're both using their backhands, or to affect an error because that happens to be their weaker shot. But Charlie and Jim have different plans for me. Charlie takes a gamble with the serve and places it out wide. As it pulls me far off the court, it only leaves me a couple of options for my return. A sharp cross court is really out. The middle of the court is pretty difficult for me to get. The most logical return for me is to place it down the line. Because Jim's a lefty, I've now put that on his forehand. As I run back to the center to cover the whole entire court, Jim takes his time, lines it up, puts it down the line, which is behind me, and it's way too late for me to change direction and get back to the shot. It's easiest to pick out a target when the ball is not in play. So if you haven't been doing it, make sure that you start with a target on your serve and a target on your return. As you get better at that, think about the next points. Ideally, where would you like to hit the ball so that you're going to cause a mistake and win that point? If you got value from this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up or leave a comment down below. And if you would, share it with your pickleball playing friends, because together we can train smart, live bold, and age well.